So this is one of the nicest interfaces I've seen on a moisture analyzer. So most of them, they got like little gel membrane push buttons, something like that, and a very basic LCD display that almost looks like one of those old quartz watches. This is a full-on touchscreen that can actually update with a lot more information. So on the top row, this is all just data. In the center, this is all data. On the top right, we have a report button. So this is going to tell us exactly what the sample was that we measured. And we have menu, calibrate, tare, and start. So tare is just going to reset the weight, and that is because not all trays are the same weight. We're going to put that in there. We're going to hit tare, and that is going to reset the weight. Calibrate is going to use the included weight to actually calibrate the machine. It's something you can do once a day, once a week, once a month. It depends on how accurate you want it. And then menu is where we can do all the settings. So first we got setting. We got test mode. So you have a standard mode, fast mode, soft mode. You can see right now we're in standard mode. It's usually a good idea just to leave it in there because that's going to be excellent for testing most substances. Soft mode is going to be for delicate substances. So if you got something that is very reactive to decomposition, then you can put it in soft mode. And then fast mode is just going to do the job much quicker. You just have to be a little bit more careful with the substances that you're going to be testing with it. We can adjust the temperature. So right now it's going to heat it to 130 degrees. If we wanted to change that, we could do that. Now, I personally am going to stick with the default of 130 degrees. Stop mode. So you have automatic stop, timer stop, and manual stop. With automatic stop, the system is going to determine how long that it should actually heat for. With timer stop, you can set a time that you want to stop at. So if you just want it to run for 5 minutes, you can hit that, and then we can set it to 5 minutes. And then with manual stop, the test is going to continue until you manually hit stop. Now, if we had that in timer stop, we go to time settings. Now we can see on the top, it is going to stop in 5 minutes. I'm just going to go back to automatic stop because that is what I prefer. Now the neat thing is we can have a couple of different presets. So we got quite a few different presets. So if you want a preset that is exactly like what we just did, we got preset 1, then we can go to preset 2, and we could change that to fast mode. We could change the temperature up, take it 150 degrees, stop mode manual, and that will be our second preset. So that we can quickly and easily change between those different presets depending on what we're measuring. I can go home. We got history, so we can see exactly what we were checking. So that way, if we needed to write this information down, but we forgot, we can actually go back and see all the different measurements that we were taking. We got printer, and keep in mind this is RS-232 interface. So we do set the baud rate. Right now it is at 1200. We can do 2400, 4800, 9600. I think most of the time I usually use 4800. And I'll go with that. Calibration, so that's just the same as hitting the calibration on the home screen right here. Language, I prefer English. System, time date. So this is going to be for logging information. You want to make sure that this is up to date. Touch cal, so if you find that when you touch it's not hitting exactly where you want, it says touch here 20 times quickly. And we got recovery. So that is a way of restoring factory defaults in the event that you have a problem. Information. So it's just going to tell us information about this unit. We can see that it can hold a total of 110 grams of mass. It can read between 0 and 100% moisture. It can handle 40 to 160 degrees Celsius. Tells you the firmware version, heat unit, that it's a halogen lamp, and that this one is calibrated to 0.005 grams. And it can read up to 0.01% with a step temp of 1 degree Celsius. And then last we got home. And then we got start, which is going to start the measurement. Now all that you don't really have to go into. The only thing that you really have to know is tare and start. As long as you can remember those two things, you'll be able to use this unit.